Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it is that time again. We are going to pick my monthly TBR. For February, I honestly did pretty poorly reading my monthly TBR. As of right now, I'm only on pace to finish 2 out of the 6 books that were chosen. I'm hoping to squeeze one more in before the end of the month, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to. I realized that part of this is because I am really focused on completing Herkyed. If you guys haven't seen my other videos and you don't know what Herkyed is the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. I am doing version 2. This was a challenge created by Qwerty on YouTube, and it runs all the way until July. I only have a few months left to complete it, and I'm at the point in the challenge where I have to be very specific about the books that I choose to make sure that I'm reading books that will actually complete prompts. For a majority of this challenge, I have just been mood reading, not really paying attention to what the prompts are and just trying to fit them in. But now I have a total of 28 prompts left. So I have to be very, very specific with which books I choose to read to make sure that I am knocking off these prompts from the challenge. So at least for the time being, I think I am going to change up how I choose my monthly TBR. Instead of picking books using the deck of cards like I normally do, instead I'm going to be using this little mug of prompts that I made. I basically wrote down almost all the prompts that I have left on the Herkyed board. Some of the prompts that I need to complete are new release prompts, and that has to wait for each month to come around, so I didn't throw those in here. So I wrote the 20 remaining prompts on little slips of paper, folded them up, and threw them in this mug here. And we're going to pick 5 like normal. Pick out books that are associated with these prompts and then pick a new release book. I think for the new releases, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have any arcs that are scheduled to come out in March. So I think instead I'll just wait for my book of the month subscription, pick a book from there. I think all of those or most of those are usually new releases. I'll probably just pick something from book of the month and make that my new release for this month, because I don't have anything. Yeah, there are no books that I'm waiting for March, whether that's an arc or anticipated releases. I don't really have anything on my radar, so I'll probably just go with the book, whatever I choose for book of the month. A lot of rambling aside, let's go through and pick 5 prompts. So the first prompt is quote sister. Okay, so this is for my pick a quote prompt. I need a book that has the word sister in the title. The only one that I own for this is Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. So this will be book number 1 on the March TBR. Prompt number 2. Let's go with this one. It is, can you focus? It is Q's Reviews. For this prompt, I have to go through Qwerty's YouTube videos. She has 3 different review types. I've already read books for 2 of her review type videos. I only have 1 left, and that is her mini reviews. I know for sure that Under the Same Stars is a book that she reviewed for a mini review, so this is going to be book 2 for the March TBR. Then prompt number 3. I picked up like 3 different ones here. Let's go with this one. We have, I can't see what that says. Heritage Months. Okay, so For the Heritage Month prompt, I only have 1 month left, and that is the Arab Heritage. There was a book that I was planning to read for it, but I need to see if it's available on Libby. Because I don't own this book. I will say that I was hoping to get this prompt last because the book that I am planning to read for Arab Heritage is part of a series. I think the rest of the series is just not going to fit into my remaining prompts. Is this a completed series? Because I thought this was a completed series, but now I'm not so sure. Okay, yeah, this is a completed series and my library currently has all 3 available. So the book that I am planning to read for the Arab Heritage Month is The City of Brass, which is the first book in the David trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty. This is a fantasy series. You know, maybe I should have told you what the other books were about. This is an epic fantasy series in which the future of a magical Middle Eastern kingdom rests in the hands of a clever and defiant young con artist with miraculous healing gifts. I have a friend in real life who has been reading this series. She seems to really enjoy it, so I am excited to pick that up. Then prompt number 4. Okay, well, this one popped out, so go with this. Prompt number 4 is queer alphabet polyamory. This prompt is actually probably one of the hardest prompts for me to fulfill. I find it very difficult to find a book that's labeled poly that isn't just a like harem, reverse harem, or just straight up spice book. And honestly, the books that I have on my list, I'm still not sure that they aren't this. I feel like for this prompt, it's just going to be a lot of trial and error, finding books that intrigue me. But on my list, I have Evening and Weekends by Oisin McKenna. I think it's a literary fiction. It says for fans of Sally Rooney and Tori Peters, a stunning debut that follows a vibrant, multi-generational cast of characters through a London heatwave as their simmering tensions and secrets come to a head over a feverish, life-changing weekend. So Sally Rooney doesn't really give tons of spice and like smut type books. So this, I think, it's just a literary fiction that happens to involve some polyamory. So I think this might be my choice. I actually was planning to read it this month in February, but I didn't get the chance to. So my ebook is going to return itself in like 3 days. I don't think it'll be too difficult to renew it or reborrow it. I'm not sure how you do that, but I can either renew it or probably just reborrow it when I'm ready to read it. Since it's a literary fiction, I don't really expect that there will be a huge line for this. And then finally, book 5. For prompt 5, let's go with this one. We have Queer Alphabet Asexual. For the asexual books, I think I have one on my Kobo already. Yes, okay. So I have a book called This Golden Flame by Emily Victoria on my Kobo. I believe this has an ace character. I unfortunately managed to pick books that only work for 1 prompt instead of 2 for March, so that's a little disappointing, but if I do manage to read everything on my list, I will have completed the Heritage Month, the Queer Alphabet, and Q's Reviews. So even though these 5 books don't overlap to other prompts, I will get 3 more completed squares, so I think we could still consider that a win. But yeah, let's go over the books that I will be reading in March, hopefully. The first book for the prompt book with sister in the title, I have Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. This is a literary fiction that deals with a group of sisters trying to manage their grief after their youngest sister has passed away. Book number 2 was Q's Reviews book that was featured in a mini review on Cordy's channel, and I chose Under the Same Stars by Libba Bray. A little bit of historical fiction in here. Then prompt 3 was Heritage Months, specifically for Arab heritage, and I picked City of Brass. That is an epic fantasy. Prompt number 4 was The Queer Alphabet for Polyamory. I chose Evenings and Weekends by Oisin McKenna. And then prompt number 5 was Queer Alphabet for Asexual, and I chose This Golden Flame by Emily Victoria. Those are the 5 books that I will be reading in March. I have honestly not that big of a range in there. I think I have 2 fantasies, 2 lit fic, and a historical fiction. So actually that's not that bad. We'll see what I end up choosing for my March book of the month. If I know what that ends up being before this video goes up, I'll insert it here. But yeah, with that, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what is on your March TBR. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!